Hello, my name is Victoria. Thank you for joining me today in this tutorial about how to utilize lists on the Carnegie Library of Pittsburgh website. The first step that you're going to want to take is to log into your account. First, you will go to the Carnegie Library of Pittsburgh website, and then you will find the white banner at the top and the button that says My Account. After you click My Account, you are going to enter your library card number and the 4-digit PIN associated with your card number. It may pull up a message center that will tell you that you potentially have fines. Don't worry about those for now. That's something that we can take care of when the libraries reopen. Now, today I would like to create some separate lists of items that I would like to keep track of. I would like to create a list of books for me, books for my son, and movies that we would like to borrow when the library opens again. The first book that I am interested in borrowing is titled The Bookish Life of Nina Hill. As you can see, I have entered that title in the search bar at the top of the page. I will push the search button and it will pull up a list of the possible items that I can borrow. For this particular title, I would like to borrow a print copy of the book. So I'm going to click the blue button to the right that says Show Formats and Editions. As you can see, there are two different versions of the print book that I can borrow. I can borrow the regular print book or the large print version. I am interested in the regular print version, so I am going to click the blue tab that says Cart/Lists. And because we have not created any lists yet, my options are Book Cart and New List. In this particular case, I am going to click New List. After I have pushed the New List button, it is going to prompt me to name my list. Because this is a book for me, I am going to title my list Books for Me. After you have typed in the name of the list, you are going to click the blue Create button. A banner will appear at the top of the screen. This banner says, List was created and item was added. So now it's time for me to move on and find my next selection. My son is especially enjoying the Junie B. Jones series right now, so I have decided that I would like to borrow some more of these books when the library opens. Because I have been reading so many of them to him, I like the idea of borrowing a collection on CD. So I am going to choose the Junie B. Jones collection. As you can see, there are many collections available to borrow. I think that I am going to start with the beginning and borrow books 1 through 8. As you can see, I am not able to request it right now, so I'm going to add it to a list. When I click the Cart/Lists button, it will pull up the list I created, Books for Me, and I also have the option of creating a new list. Because this is a title for my son, I would like to create a new list. This particular list I am going to title Children's Books. Again, once you have typed in the title, you are going to push the blue Create button. A banner appeared at the top of my screen that says, List was created and item was added. So now that I have found a book for myself and something for my son, I would like to borrow a movie. And one of my favorite movies is Mystic Pizza. So I type in the title, Mystic Pizza, in the search bar, and then it will pull up the different versions that are available to me. I would like to borrow the DVD, So I'm going to click the Cart/Lists button. For the sake of making it easy for me to find these different items, I am going to again create a new list. This time, I am going to name my list Movies for Me. Once I have completed typing in the title, I will push the blue Create button. And I get the same banner that says List was created and item was added. Now that I found that, I have discovered that there's another title I would like to borrow. And the interesting thing about lists is that you can add an item in any format to any list that you have created. So the next title that I'm interested in is called the Sundown Motel. Now, I am particularly interested in this title, and I see when I pull up the listing that I can borrow this as an ebook, and I would like to do that. But the problem is that I'm currently already reading an ebook, and I don't want to borrow another one yet until I finish the one that I have. So I'm going to click the button that says Show Formats and Editions, and I'm going to see what my choices are. As you can see, I could add the print book, the ebook, or the audiobook versions. For this particular title, I would really like the ebook. So I'm going to go to my button that says Cart/Lists, and I am going to add the ebook of the Sundown Motel to the list Books for Me. As you can see, this pulled up another banner. This banner says your item was added. Because we did not create a new list this time and used an existing list, it does not tell us that a new list was created. Now, in the future, when I'm ready to borrow the things that I have added to my lists, there's a very simple way to access my lists. I will click on the Account button at the top of the screen, and I'll be able to see all of the things that I have checked out, requested, and then my lists and book cart. As you can see, the Lists button is highlighted, and if I click on that, I can see all of the items that I have added to my lists. In the Books for Me list, we can see the print version of The Bookish Life of Nina Hill, as well as the Kindle version or ebook version of The Sundown Motel. The interesting thing about lists is that while I cannot request the print book version right now, I can request the ebook version. So once I'm ready to borrow that, I can request the ebook version right from my list. And I can go through the list and see all of the different options that I have put together. So in children's books, here we can see the Junie B. Jones collection on CD. And in Movies for Me, we can see the title Mystic Pizza. If you would like to create a series of lists all at the same time, you can go to the Account button and you can create all of your lists at one time. So if you have multiple children or you share an account with a significant other, you can set up as many different lists as you need to keep track of the different items in which you are interested. Thank you very much for joining me today. I just wanted to close this by sharing the main page of the Carnegie Library website. Carnegie Library of Pittsburgh website, again, excuse me. If you have any questions, there is a ready reference chat feature available that you can see on the bottom right-hand page. If you click the Chat Now button, you can reach out to staff and they can answer any questions that you may have. Thank you for joining me.